Scoliosis is an abnormal curving of the spine. Everyone's spine naturally curves a tiny bit, but people with scoliosis have a spine that curves too much. The spine might look like the letter C or S.
About scoliosis.
Scoliosis affects 2 to 3% of the population.
An estimated 6 million people, primarily between ages 10 and 15.
It is 8 times more likely to impact girls.
An estimated 30,000 children each year are put into a brace.
Each year, about 38,000 patients undergo spinal fusion surgery.
Kate's story. I was first diagnosed with scoliosis July 2013. My mom noticed a hump in my right shoulder blade and pointed it out to my pediatrician, Dr. McKee, at my 8-year-old check. Dr. McKee said I had scoliosis and she had me get x-rays. She told me I had an S-shaped curve and that was 17 degrees and 15 degrees. On August 13th, I went to an orthopedist and he told me my degrees were 32 and 17. He said I needed to go to Shriners Hospital for a brace. On August 21st was my first appointment at Shriners with Dr. Kryvik. He said yes, I needed a brace, so we went to see Dawn to get measured for a brace. On September 9th, I got my first Boston brace. Here's are my x-rays. The first x-ray is without my brace. The second x-ray is with my old brace, and the third one is my side view. Brace fitting. The two on your left and right are me and Dawn, my orthotist, getting my new brace because my old brace was a little too big. The third one is me and my stuffed animals, and Piper. Piper's on the old brace and Lily's on the new brace. Rebecca's story.
I had a lot of back pain during the previous softball season. In June, I bent down to tie my shoe and my mom noticed a large hump on my right shoulder blade. I had also noticed that when I would zip up my dress for rainbow, it would be very difficult up by my shoulder blades. On July 29th of 2013, I went to my pediatrician for a scoliosis screening. He confirmed that I had scoliosis and told me that my curves were 35 degrees in the thoracic part of my spine and 20 degrees in my lumbar. My doctor referred me to a manual to have my curves treated, but my grandpa Garrett, who's a Shriner, told me that I was going to Shriners because they are known for their spinal research and treatments. My first appointment at Shriners was on August 28, 2013. Dr. Kryvik measured my new x-ray and my old x-ray to show us that they were the same. My curves were 54 degrees thoracic and 35 degrees in my lumbar. On September 23rd, I found Curvy Girl Support Group. I had my spinal fusion on October 14th, 2013. I had to stay in the hospital for 6 days. The first time I stood was 23 hours after my surgery, and I walked at 47 hours. Many of my friends and family came to visit me while I was in the hospital. After being released from the hospital, I had to stay home for 3 more weeks before I could go back to school. About 4 weeks after my surgery, I started going back to school for half days. 1 month after my spinal fusion, I had 2 more minor surgeries due to a small infection in the lower part of my incision. I had to stay in the hospital for 6 more days. I was able to do much more during my second stay, like watching a movie in the theater room and playing games in the activity room. This past January, I was installed as Faith in my Rainbow group, and my mother advisor made me a dress. It has a lower cut back so I get to show off my scar. On April 10th of this year, I was fully released to play softball after 2 months of hard work and physical therapy. Never be ashamed of a scar. It means you're stronger than whatever tried to hurt you. I'll never be ashamed of my scar. It shows that I won the battle.
Rebecca's x-rays.
As you can see in my before x-ray, my curve went into my right shoulder blade. I was starting to have a hard time throwing and hitting the ball in softball, and breathing was becoming difficult. After my surgery, I'm left with 2 titanium rods and 15 screws. I grew 2 inches taller, and I can breathe again.
Spinal fusion.
I had 54 staples in my incision. Darling, one of the pet visitors, paid me a special visit. This is a photo of me walking in the halls for the first time with my dad. My all-star team came to visit me. This is Courage, the bear that I made. He has a hump on his right shoulder blade just like I did. 6 months later, I'm back to playing softball and pitching pain-free.
What is Curvy Girls?
Curvy Girls is a network of peer-led support groups that reduce the emotional impact of scoliosis. Through mutual support and acceptance to become leaders, make healthy lifestyle choices, and improve self-esteem.
Leah's Curvy Girl story. Leah wore a brace 23 hours each day for 7 days a week for over a year, but still she required surgery, spinal fusion.
Her intention for Curvy Girls was simple. She wanted to talk to other girls who were going through the same thing, feeling alone, different, angry about wearing a brace, and worried about having surgery.
Leah started her first group in 2006. Curvy Girls is a kid group run by kids.
Team Nick awarded her the Halo Award in 2009. This award provided her the funds to take Curvy Girls international.
Rebecca's Curvy Girl story.
My mom was researching about scoliosis and found Curvy Girls support group. I noticed there wasn't an organ leader, and I wanted to be the organ leader so no girls would feel alone in their scoliosis journey. I held my first meeting in February of 2014. We had 3 girls present. By our April meeting, the organ roster has reached 17, 7 of which are being treated at Shriners. I went from feeling like a victim to an advocate for scoliosis. I didn't want my pain and struggle to make me a victim. I wanted my battle to make me someone else's hero.
Kate's Curvy Girl story. My mom's friend told her about Curvy Girls. I found Rebecca who started the Curvy Girl group in Portland. I came to her first meeting on February 15, 2014. I like talking to other girls with scoliosis. I decided to start a Curvy Girl group in Eugene. It helps to be around other kids that understand what I'm going through, and I am excited to encourage other girls to live a healthy life. Curvy Girls of the USA.
Curvy Girls started in New York and has expanded to many states. We are 17 states away from having a leader in each state. Distance can play a role in supporting girls. If there is more than 90 miles from the nearest group, another can be formed. As you can see from the list, there are several within some states, including Oregon.
Curvy Girls International. There are more Curvy Girls in Australia, Brazil, Canada, England, and Barcelona. Curvy Girls Online Discussion Forum.
This is the main page of the discussion forum. This is a secure, closed forum that requires user permission from Leah or her mom before you can begin posting. Each leader is expected to be active in the forum to help other girls with new ideas, support, or activities. There are some subjects within the discussion forum with thousands of posts. When I was preparing for surgery, I found this forum to be really helpful. They knew how to help me prepare for surgery, what to bring to the hospital, and emotionally what to say to make me less nervous. I have chatted with girls from all over the world in this forum. That have been or are preparing for what I have been through. It really does make you realize that you're not alone.
Curvy Girl Monthly Meetings. We talk about frustrations with wearing a brace. We share worries about school, sports, and living in a brace.
One of our newer members, Amber, is struggling with the news that she has to move from a nighttime brace to a full-time brace. Her mom is worried that she's not wanting to deal with it. We are here to help her accept what will make her healthier. We finally get to know others like ourselves. We no longer have to feel alone. We help in preparing others emotionally for surgery. One of our other new girls, Savannah, who wore a brace for 2 years, but her spine continued to curve. She's going to have surgery on July 30th of this year, and our group is here to help her prepare for this journey. We offer post-surgery help and support as you work back to getting normal. We have many discussions about our exercises and other methods of treatment.
Working Curvy Girl Group. The first picture is our first Curvy girl group. Me and Carissa are from Eugene and Springfield. Becca and Georgia are from Portland.
At our March meeting, we gained 2 new members, Rita and Alex.
The third one this is Becca and me, the Curvy Girl leaders of Oregon.
At our April meeting, we had 17 members on the roster. Though not all could make it, we still had 4 new members at the meeting.
2014 Curvy Girl Convention.
This June, Curvy Girls is having their 2nd annual convention in New York. We get to learn new leadership skills, how to advocate for scoliosis in Curvy Girls, about health and rehab, emerging sciences, and more strategies for success. Kate and I are attending this convention, and we are raising funds to attend so that we can learn more about scoliosis and bring this information back to the Oregon Girls. If you would like to help us with our fundraising, we can provide more information afterwards.
Thank you, Shiners.
Thank you for providing amazing doctors to make us healthy.
Thank you for gentle orthotists like Dawn that get making a brace easier.
Thank you for all of the compassionate nurses and staff that make staying at the hospital as close to home as it can be.
Thank you for the playroom and activities.
Thank you for helping me be a normal kid again.
Curvy Girls, we got your back.